Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. I'm your host, Saheem the Dream,
And you already
along
know,
with
man.
the one and only, the Big Bad Booty Daddy. Yes, sir. My camera is getting all distorted, getting all crazy. Thank you guys for joining us. If you guys are joining us, please drop a comment in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel, like the Facebook group, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. Let's get into some wrestling, man. You seen Raw?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, man. I seen that. I turned it off after that Nia Jax promo though. That's when I knew it was time to go to bed.
Yeah, that was
I'm,
like, but that. So you didn't watch the tag match?
I watched the mayhem at the end.
Oh,
I
okay.
caught it at the end when I was like, "Yo, what is going on?" Like it was too much stuff going on.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty crazy. I actually had to rewind the show. At I came in at who was it? I'm trying to remember.
Well, you came in when Finn was asking JD to join Judgment Day.
Nah, not there. I came in later than that, and I rewinded the whole show. I came in late, and I had to rewind. I got it on DVR, so
Yeah,
rewinded the whole show, went backwards, seen it from the beginning, from the opening segment, and then kind of just like watched it on, fast forward to see, just to stop at all the interesting parts.
yeah.
But for the most part, it was pretty good Raw. I think so.
I'm proud of my boy Dragon Lee, man. He deserved to be on the main roster.
Dragon Lee.
Yeah. I've
Yo,
been
who is this guy?
Yo, he's serious. Y'all been telling me and Keith's been telling y'all, but for the longest when they was first signing, y'all got to go back and watch him in Ring of Honor. Yo, the boy, he's the truth, bro. He just showed only a little bit what he could do against Dom. A little
Okay.
bit. That's just a little tricks up out of his bag, bro.
All right, so I got to watch some footage of Mr. Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
So he's like a serious lucha wrestler. Like he's real.
Like him and Ricochet will put on a banger, bro.
Hmm.
Him and Escobar will put on a banger. Him and Butch will put on a banger, bro.
Have you seen have you seen any of Escobar's like indie work?
No, I never seen none of his indie work.
Hmm.
I don't know where he even came from. I don't know if he was in AAA.
Hmm.
I don't think he was in Ring of Honor. I
Oh,
would have
okay.
known if he was in Ring of Honor.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because yeah, I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering because I know everybody has like because when it comes to like certain wrestlers and they're just like really good in the ring, I just always wonder about their background. Even whatchamacallit, like Dean Ambrose, when I heard about his background, him wrestling in like Puerto Rico, getting batteries thrown at his head, like I was just like I didn't
Yeah,
know
but
like he was in.
his indies, he don't got no fire indie matches. Dean didn't really blow up until he got the NXT. Well, the Shield. The Shield saved his career. Because like you said, he would have been just like Mick Foley. You call him an athletic Mick Foley, that's what he would have been.
That's pretty. I mean, he's an athletic Mick Foley minus the classics.
I compare him to Jake the Snake.
I mean, he has some classics, but Dick.
He's more like Jake the Snake to me.
In what capacity?
The ring wise, promo wise.
I mean, he's the funny thing about it, his promos are not really like bad. It's just that when it comes to just his in-ring ability, like his in-ring work is sloppy. Like he wrestles like there's no structure to his wrestling.
Yeah, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah, there's no structure. I mean, like he's trying to kill you, but then there's like when he's performing a move, it doesn't feel like he has like he cares about what he's doing. Like it's just like he's just willy-nilly with it. It's not like he's unsafe in the ring. It's just that when he performs a move, it's just like
it looks sloppy.
Right, it looks sloppy.
I think that's just his gimmick though, because in WWE he wasn't like that.
No, he was like that. I noticed that throughout his whole wrestling matches. Like
when he threw on the jeans, he was like that, or when he put the Shield. Oh yeah. Like Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson hit a bell, just go.
Or like somebody drowning and trying to get out the water. Like like it was just so weird. Like he was like so wacky. But the first time I ever seen him like really wrestle, where he really tried to show he can wrestle, was when he lost that belt to AJ Styles. His last when AJ Styles took the belt off him, and he had that match. Forgot what pay-per-view it was, but I remember it being his match against AJ Styles, and when they fought that match, like how he really put on a great match, and I was just really impressed by like, oh, Dean can really wrestle if he wanted to, but he just decided to do this whole hardcore, you know.
Yo, he doesn't. Yo, Shy, he don't do that when he's in Japan. You'd be surprised.
Oh, really? So he really so the way he wrestled AJ is how he wrestles in Japan.
Yeah,
they probably told him like, if you ain't wrestling right, you ain't getting no check. That's probably why. The reason. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, but anyway, Monday Night Raw. So Nia Jax comes out. She has a fight. She has a. You didn't see the match with her and Zoe Stark, right?
No answer. Complete the
next match.
Yeah.
Next match, please. All right. If you guys are joining us, drop a comment in the comment section below.
But I seen a little bit of it. What was like a 4-minute match, right? It was a squash.
Yeah, it was a squash match.
How they do it at the Zoe though? They could have threw Tegan Knox. Well, Tegan Knox on SmackDown, but how they doing at the Zoe after they building her with this? Her and Shayna, the baddest on the planet competition, whatever they doing with that, and then you just squash her.
Yeah, I mean, well, how they doing this to the female roster with having Nia Jax on the roster potentially botching or injuring any other female wrestler?
She's gonna take somebody out before Mania. She's ruining somebody's Mania this year.
Well, maybe not. She lost a little weight. You know, she's slim. She's trying to get her groove back. So I figure, you know, Nia trying to take a little easy. Maybe this go around. You know, she may probably want to take it easy a little bit. I don't know. Maybe she might be better. Her wrestling wasn't that bad.
No, it's not.
I'm saying it wasn't that bad. I'm talking about now. I ain't talking about back then. I'm talking about now. About right now. Back then, you know, but right now, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. It was, but I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to create a big build because, you know, eventually they're going to have Nia run into Rhea. I don't know how they're going to do it. Rhea wasn't even on Raw.
No.
So I guess they're trying to hold off on their confrontation.
Yeah, probably till next month.
I mean, No Mercy's this weekend.
That's NXT though.
Oh, that's NXT. When's the next pay-per-view?
Fastlane.
Fastlane. Wait, so they gave No Mercy to NXT for this go around? Okay. Okay.
I think it's NXT's. That's NXT's now. No Mercy's gonna be NXT now.
Oh wow.
I don't know. I don't know. They're not trying to do. They're not doing takeover. So they just giving them names to their pay-per-view now.
So just like Great American Bash, they gave them.
Yeah, Great American Bash, Halloween Havoc. Now they got No Mercy. I'm trying to think what else they got. All the WCW pay-per-views, well, not all of them, but Bash at the Beach.
Bash at the Beach.
Great American Bash.
Great American Bash.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. So yeah, all right. Well, I'll just hold off.
They just trademarked ECW's. Which pay-per-view was that? They just trademarked that.
What was that?
One of ECW's pay-per-views. I gotta look it up. I forgot the name of it, but they just trademarked one of ECW pay-per-views. I don't know why though.
Okay. Okay. You don't know what the pay-per-view is?
No, it's one of them ECW ones. I guess when they started seeing all the ECW guys go to AEW, they're like, oh, we need a trademark. We need a trademark.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they definitely need to do that. You especially got Mr. ECW himself, John Moxley, and AEW bleeding everywhere. So, you know. It's so funny. I was watching Jim Cornette. You know, he does his podcast, whatever, and then you can catch it on YouTube if you want. I listen to Jim Cornette every now and then because he's hilarious. Sometimes some things I listen to, some things I just laugh at. I'm like, Jim, you went out the window with that one. But so Jim Cornette, you know, like he always, I don't know if you ever see like his podcast on YouTube. He always has like a picture of himself. Like whenever he does his podcast, he does a new one. He always have like these like little cartoon pictures of the person and him, or he does a little something funny, like a little funny picture for his podcast.
Yeah.
And so, like for instance, like when he did a podcast, like he did a show. It was on Dolph Ziggler getting fired, getting released, and the picture showed him dressed up as a Spirit Squad member standing next to Dolph, him sweating and him holding people on his shoulders. I was like, what's wrong with this guy? So in his picture where he was talking about John Moxley, is him standing there and him sweating, and you see John Moxley with like a fork to his head, scraping his forehead with blood coming out of it. So he always does like little funny stuff like that. Hey Lena 772, what's up, Lena? She said house got COVID. Whose house?
Why would you put that on me? Why would you put COVID on me?
Oh, she said you got COVID.
Yeah, why would you put COVID on me?
Why would she say you got
I hope
COVID?
I hope Drew McIntyre catches herpes.
She said, "Oh, because she see you drinking the tea. That's why she see you drinking the tea. She's like, you got COVID. That's why she see you drinking that tea. So she figured. But yeah, man. Shoot. What else happened? Oh yeah, but
I see they building towards War Games when I thought they was gonna cancel War Games.
So okay, so let me get into it. So what I'm hearing or what I heard is that Jey Uso, they're trying to plans.
Which
really
Uso is that? Is that the Blood or the Crip? Which one is that?
That's the Crip.
Right.
The one on Raw. The Crip on Raw, right? He's wearing blue in a red show, right? so Jay, so the rumor is that Jay, when he had his little feud with Roman and he split from the bloodline, it was to build him up to be a main event star, to put him on the main roster of Raw, so that this, to kind of build up some kind of main event push for him. I don't know if there's necessarily like a title push, but there's some main event push that they want to put him in and build his character. But it is supposed to be something to build towards War Games. So it may be a situation where it's going to be Cody, Jay, Sammy, Kevin, and it may be against the Judgment Day, or maybe against the Bloodline. I doubt it's against the Bloodline. I highly doubt it's against the Bloodline. We don't know even when Roman is coming back. Roman's been going for like a month now.
They said they might not see Roman till Elimination Chamber.
See stuff like this that pisses me off. But I can't get mad because this is Triple H's regime. This is not Vince's regime. Because Finn got his jaw broke. Finn took time off.
They just want to help Roman, though,
No, they do, but again, it just goes to show the difference about the level of consideration for their performance. Like, it just goes to show you, like, when you have one person in charge and another person in charge, how much they're really considering how much they really consider the person when they put the belt on them. Like, when Triple H puts the belt on somebody, or when he puts the belt on them, he says, "I put the belt on you for a reason.
Yeah,
I put the belt on you because I believe in you. I'm giving you a chance." Like, yeah, okay, I understand injuries happen, and to show you that I understand injuries happen, I'm going to let you heal up and let you go back to your routine and let you work out your story and let you, continue to build in your character, versus, oh, you got injured, we're going to take the strap off of him and put on the guy I like the most, and we're going to keep running with this guy until, we get tired of him and we get the next version of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Triple H gives people like actual opportunities to, like, reign. And even when again, you see how he stands behind his champions. Like, even with Austin Theory, he didn't believe, like, I guess he had his thing against, I don't know if he had a thing against Austin Theory, but we knew Austin Theory was a Vince McMahon's guy, right? Austin Theory, he's like, you know what? We're going to take the briefcase off him. We're going to put he's going to try to cash in on the United States title. He's going to lose the cash in, but yet we're going to put him in a match where he actually wins the belt. And he legitimized Theory. In that moment, he vindicated Theory. He was like, "Yo, everybody's booing him because they feel like he hasn't proven anything. But we're going to have him prove himself against Seth and Bobby. Put the build on him, right? He wins the United States title. Then he holds the belt for like 200 and something days, which is that's a lengthy time to hold that belt. You know what I'm saying? To establish himself as a United States champion. You know what I'm saying? So again, like, he puts a push and support in his and the people he puts the belt on. He not coming back until October 13th. Oh, that's what Lena says. She
Why would
says
they
he's supposed
promote
to
him
be
for a SmackDown in Oklahoma though? I could see him come back at Fastlane, getting involved in that main event.
the main event of Fastlane is.
It's gonna be Cena taking on Solo and Jimmy by himself.
Oh, right. I mean, he gets involved, and then will they have another Cena versus Roman match again?
No, I don't see him beating up Cena though.
Who you gonna beat up?
Jimmy.
Jimmy? Oh, Jimmy. You know what? You're right.
Whoop his ass like a
You're
child.
You're right.
Like,
Jimmy,
who are you to call, make all these decisions? Oh, you think you bigger than me? He gonna do like how that time when he thought, oh, you want to be when he said to Jay, oh, you want this? You want to be the big man? Oh, you call the shots around here.
Yeah, you call the shots right. Yeah, then he was like, and then remember Jimmy was like, I'm the tribal chief.
Yeah.
I'm the tribal chief. Everybody was like, oh, like he was in trouble like a little kid. I was like, wait.
Oh, he in trouble. He in big trouble when Roman come back.
Trouble. Yeah, Roman come back. That's true. I'm hearing that what's his name? What is his name?
Who? Umaga's son?
So yeah, Umaga. So that's Umaga's son. Umaga got a son.
No. Solo's not Umaga's son. That's Rikishi's son.
So no. So I seen something online. Is it Solo or Umaga has a son?
Umaga got a son that looked like Solo named Zilla.
Okay. Is he in NXT?
Nah, he's not gonna probably be there for a while. You know, he just Booker T got rid of him out of reality wrestling.
Why?
They said, I don't know. I think it's got something to do with his ego. I think everything get into his head. To be honest with you. Then number two, he's a troublemaker. You don't know. He just got out of jail and he can't leave the state of Texas.
Oh, okay. He one of those.
But he got a big ego. But I'm not gonna lie, he got for a dude that had one match.
Mm-hmm.
He has a strong following. He had a meet and greet already, bro. He had a meet and greet. I think I posted it in the group where he had a meet and greet when he just he T-bone suplex somebody through the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
as part of a gimmick, or
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you never know with some people. You know what I mean?
Nah, I think it was one of the wrestlers. I think he's trying to get put on, but he got a manager.
Mm-hmm.
His manager, I don't know who this guy is, but his manager, he's gonna make him. He's gonna have the bag coming for him soon.
So Lena says that she heard Triple H and Stephanie are separated.
That's a rumor. It's not true. That would have been TMZ news right there.
Yeah.
If TMZ ain't reported, I'm not dragging it.
Right. Let me look it up right now.
You think Triple H gonna divorce her after that daddy just signed that $1 billion deal?
Right.
I mean, I would too, though. You probably get some of that if you do divorce.
Let's see.
I'm not saying Hunter's only with her for the money.
Nah.
He loves that girl.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm just saying, no, I don't think they divorced. They've been together for years now. I didn't even think they was together. They've been together like 25 years, right?
Yeah, they've been together for a minute.
Since the Attitude Era.
Yeah, Triple H ain't giving up their cheeks.
Yeah, he ain't giving up.
I don't think she's leaving him.
Yeah.
I mean, Steph good probably because Steph. I ain't gonna lie, Steph is fine.
And she's probably a good mother. She's probably a good mother.
Yeah. Sean doesn't agree. Sean doesn't think Stephanie is pretty. I think
Sean doesn't agree with anything in the year 2023.
No, I don't think Travis agrees with anything.
Yeah,
Travis doesn't agree with it. Travis doesn't.
In the year 2023, they don't agree with nothing.
Yeah. But you know, I don't think they're going to separate. She fine.
Let me ask you something, Sorry. Let me ask you something. If they split the tag titles up, right? We know Judgment Day not gonna be tag team champions for long. Besides Sammy and Kevin on Raw, who would you want to see with the tag titles?
Definitely the Street Profits. They deserve it. But
they on SmackDown. They on SmackDown.
You said they separated titles.
Yeah, they're gonna do Raw and SmackDown. Supposedly they're gonna do Raw and SmackDown, but you know Street Profits gonna be the tag champions on SmackDown. I don't see nobody else over there.
So on Raw, who would I want? So you mean like who I want to have the tag titles on Raw?
Yeah, after Judgment Day.
Truth be told, the only other people I could ever pick is Kofi and Xavier. I mean, if you want to go for the Viking Raiders, I mean, okay. If you want to go for Chad Gable and Otis, you could do that. I mean, it'll be well
What other
deserved to
teams?
have it.
What other teams is on Raw besides those you just named? That's it, right?
That's it.
So they might put them on Jay and Cody.
If they put on Jay and Cody, then that just potentially stalls Cody's World Heavyweight Championship run. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. They could put it on Imperium.
Oh yeah, Imperium. Yeah.
They can put on Imperium. If anybody, I would definitely say they should put the belts on. What I would do is this. I would put the belts on Chad Gable and Otis to see how that works for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But if Gunther's already hot, right? Gunther's already hot. I would definitely put it on. You know what? I would put it on Imperium now. Like say they lost the belts, right? And they decide, okay, we're gonna split up the titles, right? Jay says Imperium, and he says the Viking Raiders. I would not put Jay. I would definitely not put him on the Viking Raiders.
Yo, how would you feel about this scenario, son?
Uh-huh.
Jay Uso beating Gunther at Royal Rumble and then going to Mania and losing to Jimmy for the IC title.
Okay, so hold on a second. Wait. Hold on a second. Slow down. All right. So before we get into that, right? Because I had a conversation with somebody the other day about this, right? Before we get into that, tag titles, right? So the tag belts, I would definitely put the belts on Chad Gable and
Otis.
And Otis. I will let them hold it. No, I'm sorry. No. I'll put on Imperium first. The reason why I put on Imperium because Gunther is going to be losing the belt maybe in the next 3, 4, 5 months. So let them hold the belt for that short period of time. And then by the time he loses his IC belt or have them lose their belts and then have him lose his IC belt to push him to the heavyweight championship, so time so that way you go give it to like Gable and Otis who were like long overdue for like gold in some capacity and then let them hold the belt for like a long period of time. But that's how I kind of would plan it out. But to get to what you're saying, okay, so Jey Uso, so this whole thing about me and a coworker had that same conversation about who do you see being the person to beat Gunther for the IC title, right? And I'm like, beating Gunther. I had two people in mind. That was Gabe. My first pick was Riddle. Only person I was like they have great matches together, have great chemistry. Then when I seen him and Gable, I was like, these guys put on an excellent match, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, right? It's a great match. I was like, this is a fire match. Then I was like, you know what? Then he talked about Jay, and I was like, I said, listen, this is my thing about. I'm sorry, Elena. I'm gonna get to that. This is my thing about Gable. I mean, Jay winning the belt from Gunther. If Jay beats Gunther, Jay has to win heavyweight gold.
Why?
He has to.
Why?
Because if he legitimately beats somebody who's been unbeatable for such a long period of time, the build should be, you know what made so much sense about, because think about it, right? You know what made so much sense about the Judgment Day beating Sami Zayn? Okay, like look at the pattern. Look at how, and this is what I love about the way Triple H was booking these matches. Everybody that has lost the championship made sense to who they lost the championship to, right? You look at the Usos losing to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, right? Sami Zayn is an established 2-time Intercontinental Champion, NXT Champion. Kevin Owens is an established United States Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Universal Champion, right? These guys are established champions who were legitimate champions who were individual champions on their own to beat these long-reigning, long-standing tag team champions. So that makes sense, right? Then you have you have Austin Theory. Even though I didn't want Rey Mysterio beating Austin Theory, but this is Rey Mysterio. This guy's a world heavyweight champion, former world heavyweight
Grand
champion,
Slam,
heavyweight
Grand
champion,
Slam,
exactly, Grand Slam champion, tag, Intercontinental, every belt that you could
Cruiserweight.
possibly name, he had it. You can name it. He had it right, exactly. So him beating Austin Theory makes so much sense. I didn't want him to beat Austin Theory, but him beating Theory, a long reigning champion, makes sense. So that's the reason why when I look at Jay and I'm like, Jay beating Gunther makes sense because he was a dominant tag champ, right? One of the longest reigning tag champs in WWE history. Yeah, him. But if he beats Gunther, the reason I'm saying that is because a person like Gunther, who's been so dominant for such a long time, if you put a person over, if Gunther puts that person over, that person should be used to be catapulted to the next level. Like whoever beats Roman for the belt needs to be the man. The only person I see substantial enough to take that title off of Roman and say, listen, this is a guy I want to see every night on the mic. I'm excited for. I want to see
There
him.
you go.
It's Cody.
LA Knight, right? Oh.
It's Cody Rhodes.
Oh.
It's Cody. It's not the fake version of Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's not at all.
When you said microphone, I'm like, I don't want to hear Cody on no mic.
I want to hear Cody on the mic more than I want to hear Stone Cold Steve Austin 2.0.
Y'all don't know what y'all asking for. I'm telling you, when Cody becomes world champion, y'all gonna get Brandy Rhodes. Y'all want that?
What's wrong with Brandy?
Her promos is horrible. That's what's wrong with Brandy.
But we don't see Brandy now.
But because he's not the champion yet.
So you think he's gonna just like start giving her like mic time because he's a champion?
I'm telling you. Yes, she's gonna be his manager. I'm telling you. Her and that damn dog, they're gonna come out with him. You laughing. The PG era will be back when Cody's the champion. I'm telling you.
Good boy, man.
I mean, not PG. What is that? I don't even know. Whatever's below PG will be back.
Nah. Cody gonna do his thing. You think it's gonna go back to the PG era?
Worse than that. Talking about John Cena, Fruity Pebbles.
Yo, Cody was in AEW bleeding everywhere. Like
that's
almost
good.
Like
he needed it. He deserved it.
Okay, so why LA Knight? My thing is why my question to you is why LA Knight?
Because he paid his dues, man. This guy started from, he was in TNA with EC3 was the man in TNA. And
okay,
when nobody was watching TNA really, this is when they had the blue lights, everything was blue. Nobody was watching TNA then. I don't think so. I know I wasn't. But yeah, this guy started from Eli Drake. He was the man then. I started going back watching his TNA stuff. I'm like, yo, this guy's always been the man. And look, his door is closing, bro. The guy's 40. He's 40-something years old. You got to pull the trigger now. Nobody wants no 48-year-old world champion, bro.
We've had older champions.
Yeah, you see how that worked.
Well, who? Besides
Hogan.
Flair?
Look at Hogan. Hogan.
It's Hogan. It's Hogan.
But nah, though. I would like for him.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. That's the segue. I'm sorry. We're gonna get to you, Lana. I'm sorry. We will get to you. But not the segue. But listen. When you said nobody, listen. People wanted to see a 48-year-old Hogan with a title. Remember when he came back to WWE, he fought Rock in that match in that classic at WrestleMania. People wanted to see the red and yellow. Everybody went nuts. We felt like kids. We felt like a kid again. We felt like, oh my God, this is my childhood. Then they was like, yo, we want to see the belt on Hogan, and Hogan beat Triple H. It was so bad. It was so bad I feel sorry for Triple H because Triple H just had his comeback off a knee injury, won the Royal Rumble, went to WrestleMania, beats Jericho for the Undisputed Championship. He only held the belt for a month. He only held the belt for a month. And then you Triple H, you got to compete with red and yellow Hogan returning after 10 years or something like that. Nobody was going to.
He fought Hogan the next pay-per-view.
He fought, yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
It was yeah. No, you can't compete with that. Austin, the only person that could possibly compete with that would be Austin. But I don't even think at that time Austin could compete with that. Because you had black and white Hogan, right? He's NWO. He loses to the Rock. And it's just like we got black and white Hogan. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Hogan starts. He separates from the NWO. He shakes hand with the Rock. A week later, we got red and yellow. Everybody went nuts because we didn't see Hogan in WWE red and yellow in in years. We didn't see him in years. So it was like, what? We got red and yellow Hogan. We wanted, and what is red and yellow Hogan does? He wins matches. That's what he does. He's the man, and we want everybody want to see him with the belt. When he got that belt, it was so bad because it was like, even though Triple H deserved it and it was his time, it was just like, yo, this is red and yellow Hogan. It was just like, it's almost like you almost forgot about Triple H having the belt. Like, it was wow. Like, you forgot. And then like a month later, he loses it to Undertaker, when it pretty much should have went back to Triple H. I don't know why they didn't go back to Triple H, but it went to Hogan. Don't know. Go figure. I mean, it didn't go back to Triple H, but it went to Undertaker. Go figure. But anyways.
But what I was saying, I don't want to see LA Knight beat Roman. Just to make it sure. I want to see him beat either Seth or Nakamura.
Seth makes more sense to me personally, I think. But yeah, I that makes more sense to me. If they have, and they should switch it. They should trade LA Knight but what it looks like what they're doing is, they may do it at the War Games, but they should trade LA Knight for Cody, have Cody fight Roman, but from what I'm hearing is they're teasing a match between The Rock and Roman, and they may be trying to set it up. I don't know. We don't know, but we'll know 3 months out before WrestleMania whether that will be possible or not. We're gonna know,
and we'll know what's going on too, because a lot of that got to do with Hollywood too. The writers are back,
right? Unless we get a surprise squash match at WrestleMania, because The Rock can't risk his body. I only can think of two scenarios: a squash match. Well, three scenarios: an actual match, a squash match. Both with The Rock winning, or Cody Rhodes facing Roman Reigns, and then The Rock coming in to help Cody. If the
they talking about Rock going to Elimination Chamber.
The Rock?
Yeah, they want Rock in Australia, yo.
Oh, so they may do the same situation like CM Punk. Remember he beat CM Punk lost to The Rock at Elimination Chamber, and then at WrestleMania he fought.
Yeah, he lost him at the Rumble. I think he lost him in the Rumble, then lost him again at Elimination Chamber. Yeah.
Lena says, I heard Sheamus and Drew contracts are up in 2024. Yeah, I heard the same thing. The rumor I was hearing was that Sheamus may be leaving, but he's Triple H's boy. So if he's Triple H's boy. So,
leaving or retiring? Because Sheamus is getting up there in age.
No, he definitely is getting up there in age. I'm surprised he didn't get fired. But I mean,
you just wanted him to get fired.
I mean, I don't want him to get fired.
He hasn't been on TV in a while, right?
He hasn't. I think he's injured. I mean, I don't want Sheamus to lose his job. I just don't want him to be in the spotlight, like how they trying to I just hate when they force him on us. Again, like even when I showed that video, like with Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler, it was very obvious that the fans wanted to see Ziggler, not Sheamus. It's very, very obvious. But even when he had the world title reigns, it was just like Sheamus was being forced down our throats. We were like, who is this guy? Why is he here? And then
the way he beat Cena was corny.
It was very corny. It was like you should have just legitimate, and I don't think that's not Sheamus' fault. I don't even blame Sheamus for that. I blame that for, the booking. That was terrible booking. It was just like, just have him beat Cena. And that was the problem with Cena. The problem with Cena was that nobody could beat Cena. Nobody can beat Cena.
It had to be a stipulation, right?
Cena, right? You gotta be a stipulation. The only person there's only a handful of people that beat Cena. That's Shawn Michaels, Triple H.
Triple H beat Cena.
Triple H beat Cena. Triple H beat everybody except for
Taker.
I
don't think he ever beat Taker.
He may have beat him at a pay-per-view, but he never beat him at WrestleMania.
I don't think he never beat Taker. I think
right. He probably never beat him.
I'm trying to think. American Badass when American Badass Taker, did Triple H pin him? Oh yeah, in a tag team match when they had the two-man power trip.
Yeah, but most times when they were having those tag matches, Kane was always getting beat up.
Poor Kane.
Poor Kane. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah. That's yeah. I don't think Triple. I'm gonna look that up. Hold on a second. I'm just curious, but I don't
Well,
think I don't think Triple H ever beat Undertaker.
look at that. I'm gonna read the comment. I still think the only person that should defend Roman is Bobby, Rock, Walter. Or the last one, you got to get that out of here. You got to get off Drew and they. Seriously. And I don't want Rock beating Roman for what? For a month? I think Roman needs to squash the Rock if they have a match. Like really beat his ass. Send him back bloody. That's what I want to see. I'm tired of the Rock coming back and ruining people's dreams, man. Taking people's spot.
Yeah.
You know? Because I want to see Cody get squashed at Mania. I don't want the Rock to replace Cody. No.
Okay, yeah, so that is true. So yeah, there is one. Okay, so he pinned Undertaker on Raw back in 2002 after Brock interfered, and he pinned Taker in an Elimination Chamber match in 2009. Only 2 times he ever pinned Undertaker.
Does Elimination Chamber count?
Yeah, yes, it counts. Not like a singles match. I mean, but yeah, it does because you bested all the guys in the match. So yeah, I would definitely say so. I still think the only person that should defend Roman, is Bobby Lashley, Rock, Walter, Drew, or McIntyre. Drew McIntyre. You said the last one. You said Drew. You said get Drew out of here.
Drew and Rock. Lashley. They talking about Lashley and Roman at Elimination Chamber. I don't think they're gonna throw Roman in no chamber though. It's gonna be a singles match. They need to throw Roman in the chamber, bro.
It's fine. Yeah, they need to. Yeah, that'll be cool. I mean, that'll be cool to watch Roman in an elimination chamber. But I think sometimes, like, I would like to see, like, I want to see Roman dominate. Honestly,
yeah, I think elimination chamber would be the shine to make him like go another level. But look, since he's been champ, he's only had like 1 triple threat match, I believe, and I think that was Edge and Bryan Danielson.
Well, actually 2. It was when he actually won the belt. When he came in the middle of the triple threat. It was actually a singles match, and then it became a triple threat match when Vince McMahon decided to insert.
Ain't nothing like a pandemic era, man. They was doing whatever they wanted in that
out of nowhere, right? Just like according to Vince, cards subject to change. It's whenever Vince McMahon wants to change the card, right?
Like that one time Triple H that got in the ring and fought Randy for what?
When?
On the pandemic, you don't remember that?
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what that was over.
Before he got sick. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I know it was because Randy was saying Randy was being he threatened Triple H in the ring. They were on the mic, they were talking, the conversation got heated. He threatened Triple H. They started, they went back and forth with words, and then they had the match, but they didn't even finish the match.
No.
They didn't finish the match. I forgot that was Triple H's last match.
Yeah.
That was actually his last match. You said something.
About what?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go back to what we was talking about. We was talking about the whole pandemic, Triple H, Randy Orton. There's something I wanted to say about the whole thing, but all right, it'll come back to me. She said they said that The Rock will not be participating in Elimination Chamber. Okay. Elena says that I still think Drew is owed a championship, but I don't think against Roman, but maybe Seth Rollins. Maybe
no. Drew is owed a United States title. That's it.
In my opinion, I don't think Drew. I mean,
he had his chance, man. It just happened when nobody was there. I'm sorry.
Right.
Get over it, bro. Grow up.
Right. I mean, I agree. I agree with you 100%. I still think Seth Rollins shouldn't even win the world championship. I think it should have went to either Cody or Finn Balor. I think it should have went to Finn Balor. When Finn Balor was in the competition, I was just like, hopefully there's some hope there. But I'm like, if Vince McMahon has anything to do with it, more than likely he's going to say no, because in Vince's mind, once you give Vince a first impression about you, it's almost like Vince just holds that impression of you all the way until you're out the door. Like he never forgets that about you. Like he never. If you ever look at it, right? Finn Balor comes on the main roster. They tell him, "Oh, this is the guy. He comes from Japan. He established Bullet Club. This, this wrestling phenomena of a group. He was great on the NXT roster. He probably didn't see much of. He probably seen Finn Balor's work in NXT, but didn't really think too much. But then he was like, this will be great. Let's give him a shot. Let's see how he does as a world heavyweight champion. They give him, the inaugural Universal Championship. He gets injured. He looks at Finn Balor like, oh, that was your fault. You got injured. Now, and in his mind, every time they think about, or they even mention Finn Balor being a world heavyweight champion, he just like, oh no, he's injury prone. He's injury prone. He's injury prone. That's the only thing he'll probably think about. It's like he does that with everybody. Like, because if that was the case, like with Drew McIntyre, he would have been gave Drew McIntyre the title back. But in his mind, it was like, oh, he failed as a champion his first time. Oh, he failed again. You know what? I'm done with it. But I mean,
I don't think Drew owes us is his heel run. That's the only thing he owes us.
He does, but I only feel comfortable with Drew being a world heavyweight champion if he has a heel run.
With the sword or without the sword?
Without the sword. Go back to the vest. Go back to the Scottish Psychopath. That Drew I like.
Yeah.
That Drew I'm cool with. I'm like, I like him. He's a great heel. Let him do his thing. But this Drew with the sword coming out with the kill, but I think that's what he's doing. What I like though, he's reverting back. But what I like is the build. They're slowly building. You notice, like on Monday Night Raw when he fought against Kofi. That's something that we should to touch on when he fought Kofi. After the match,
he left.
when the whatchamacallit,
Ivar.
Ivar came in the ring and started beating up Kofi. He just turned his back and walked.
He did
out.
that with Jay too. Remember, it goes back the way he did. Yeah,
right. He did it with Jay. So we're seeing like he's just like not caring about supporting the faces. He's just like, I'm just in it just for myself. But we're waiting for. I guess they're building up until the actual snap, where there's something that's going to happen that's going to make him just say, all right, he's going to blow his gasket. Like, even though he's in a place where he's like, turning his back.
What could make him snap though? Like somebody getting involved in one of his title matches or something?
That could be it.
Something not going his way in the match. He get pinned clean and trying to blame the ref for it or something.
Is he booked to fight Seth Rollins?
Nah, no time soon.
Because you notice he's beginning momentum. He's won like 2 matches in a row. So he's probably going to win like maybe 2 or 3 more matches. And then they're going to say, oh, like after maybe the 3rd or 4th, they're going to probably book him to go against Seth Rollins because he's been on a win streak. And he's going to be like, I've won like my last 3-4 matches. I think I deserve a title opportunity or something like that. Then he's going to, probably go against Seth, right?
At Rumble.
At Rumble. And then I don't know how they're going to put it in there, but somehow he's going to lose that match and it's going to cause him to snap. He may be the person he may snap on Seth.
I think he's going to snap because they're going to put everybody ahead of him. Jay, Kevin, Sammy.
Yeah.
And he's going to be like, I've been here kicking teeth in and you're going to throw these guys in front of me? Especially Jay. He's going to snap on Jay.
Yeah, he's going to snap on. Yeah, Jay, I could definitely see Jay being the guy that he snaps on.
But do you put Jay over him though in a match? Because they're going to have a singles match sooner or later. They're both hot right now. What do you do in that singles match? Do you build in Jay for this WrestleMania big match with him and Jimmy? Yeah, I don't think neither him or Jimmy gonna lose until Mania.
Well, Jay lost Jay lost against Drew McIntyre, which he shouldn't have lost to Drew. And then Jay lost to.
Oh, he lost to Drew already.
He lost 2 matches, right? He lost to Drew, and then he lost to I think it was either he lost to Finn Balor or he lost to the Judgment Day. He lost to the Judgment Day. He got pinned. It was him and Cody, I think, in the match. Him and Sami Zayn in the match the week before, and they had a tag match, and he lost in that match. He didn't lose.
You mean him and Kevin? The one with him and Kevin? You mean?
It was Kevin. Yeah, and he was the one that was pinned. Jay was the one that was pinned, not Kevin,
I didn't know that.
Not Kevin. And it's just like, in my mind, I'm just like, why is he being pinned? Why is it not Kevin? Like, why
I
is he
didn't know
being
he
pinned?
lost twice already. I gotta catch
Yeah,
up on Raw.
he got pinned twice on Raw, and I'm just looking at this like, what are we doing here? I'm like, yo, he's hot. He's hot right now. He's supposed to be winning. Why is he not? He needs to win his next match. They need to start building him and giving him momentum right now, and
Yeah, because you're
stop.
naming that, you calling him main event Jay, and he's losing.
Exactly the point. It's like, yo, we need to see main event Jay do some main event things.
Yeah.
I still think. Oh yeah, she said Drew. Oh yeah, right. But yeah, I mean, I think that's what they definitely should do. They definitely should start building on Jay, and they need to do it now before they flatten up. But I think with the booking that's been happening, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, but time is flying though, man. We already about to be in Mania season.
We are
already, bro.
I'm definitely don't want to see a Jay versus Jimmy match.
What about Jay versus Jimmy versus Solo?
No, I don't want to see any of that. I think what they need to do is there should be no match. The only match I think the fans kind of want to see is either Roman versus Jay or Roman versus Solo. We don't want to see Roman versus Jimmy. It really should be in a situation whereas, and truth be told, there should be no matches. The only match they should have should just be to dissolve whatever is left of the bloodline. Like once we have this match with Roman or we have this match with Solo or whomever, like let this, because you guys are running this into the ground. It's like, yo, we need to kind of start wrapping this up right now. Like you guys, like you're at the end of your rope. We need to start letting it go. Stop trying to hold on to it in little pieces. I know you guys are milking it and not milking it, but you guys want to run the story out properly. You don't want to end it so suddenly, because Vince was definitely great for that. Like you have a storyline running for like 2-3 weeks, and then out of nowhere, boom, like that person disappears. You don't see him. The storyline just ended like it never happened again. Like you're just like, what happened? Oh, we just switch things up and we'll just do that. We've seen that with Vince do it. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. But truth be told, it's better to never do that. To never give any non-closure to a story unless you don't want to give closure to revisit it later on in that year or something. Drew had to get his revenge on Jay because what happened last year at Clash of the Castle. We might be seeing Cody versus Drew. But this is what I'm saying. But no. That's good. That's good, Lena. That's good. We might be seeing Cody versus Drew. That's probably, you know what, Lena? That's probably where we would see the snap in Drew is that, you know what? Exactly. I think that's it right there. That's it. I think that's where we see Drew McIntyre flip the switch. That's where he's going to flip on Cody. And we're going to see a dark version of Drew.
So you think, so you telling me if he flips on Cody, he gets involved in Cody's main event at Mania?
Drew?
Yeah. That's how you get some heat right there, boy.
But if he gets involved, are we talking about him winning, or are we talking about him preventing him from winning?
Him preventing Cody from winning.
Like, you mean like another loss at WrestleMania, Cody versus Roman?
That would get some heat, son. If they trying to build this Scottish psychopath and they need a top heel on Raw, they need right now, Shinsuke Nakamura is your top heel, but after he fights Seth, what's going to happen? What's going to be next for Shinsuke? Because I don't think he's going to win that Fastlane. I doubt it. Unless Seth is going to take a break. But
well, from what I'm understanding right now, from what I see, from what I'm understanding is that I think they're going to run this feud maybe another month with Shinsuke and Seth. Honestly speaking, the feud is pretty good. They've been really, it's really good. There's nothing wrong with it. I can't complain about the feud at all. It's actually really good, which is dope. Aren't they trying to add more family members to the extended bloodline, but branch it off?
Yeah, that's the rumor. They want to do one on Raw and one on SmackDown. Like, supposedly, the rumor is they're going to sign Umaga's son and bring over Jacob and the Samoan SWAT team and Tonga and Hikaru.
What about The Rock's daughter?
She's trash.
She could be, man. Listen,
and they not even consider her a bloodline family. They don't even mention her relations to any of them on NXT. They're just gonna bring her up, and now all of a sudden she's related to The Rock and them. So she wasn't related to The Rock and them when she was. Now she's The Rock's daughter. Oh, okay.
Right. Well, because she doesn't have pure Samoan blood.
I don't. Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah, she don't got. Wait, that's she. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I didn't think of it like that. Damn WWE racist.
She got a little black in her. She got a little Italian in her. She got a little Samoan in her, but she got more black and more Italian in her.
I don't know which baby mother she came from.
She came from Rock's first wife.
She wasn't black?
No, she's Italian. Danielle.
That's the little short one, right?
Yeah, the pretty one, the pretty wife.
Yeah.
Well, the one I thought
when he was doing Scorpion King and all that shit.
Right, the one he shouldn't have left this other one for.
Yeah.
The new one he got, she's like, I don't know. She look anorexic.
I never even seen it yet. But they not even mentioning, well, off screen they mention it. But a lot of people don't really know that's his daughter. Unless you really follow The Rock. He don't even really mention her really. I guess that's what she wants.
Yeah,
like,
he probably
I'm not trying to Charlotte Flair you, Dad. Let me do this on my let me do this on my own. You know what I'm saying?
Right, coming out ringside, still know your shine.
Yeah.
And dating your opponents.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We won't be doing none of that. Nah.
Right, taking your opponents out on dates.
You know, you're gonna be the next Offset video too, Pops.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Shoot, man. But what is it?
But that's the rumor though. They want to do a two Samoan family.
So they want to do two Samoan family.
That's a rumor.
What do you think about that?
I mean, if you don't know who those guys are, it's not going to make sense.
Do you think they should do it?
I mean, I would love to see Jacob fight Roman. Jacob is a beast. He reminds me of Umaga.
Jacob is who's
he's the Roman's older cousin.
Oh.
He's Alpha. Who's his dad? His dad is the other Samoan, the Wild Samoan, I think is his dad. Not Alpha, the other one.
And where's Jacob?
He's an MLW.
Okay. I seen one of his matches. I think you told me about one of his matches.
I showed you a match with him and Hammerstone. Shane Douglas, Hulk Hogan looking dude. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Like Jacob's doing 450 splashes and moonsaults. He's like 320. He's like 320.
Let me see.
And he's doing double moonsault. So I'm talking about jumping from the middle rope to the top rope, no hands, moonsault.
What's his name? Jacob Uso?
Jacob Fatu. Just like Rikishi's old name when he was down with 3 Minute Warning. Jacob Fatu and the Samoan SWAT team. They got his goons is called the Samoan SWAT team. But they still talk. There's 3 of them. But they're still talking about because Tonga, they still talking about Hikaru. They say Hikaru signed with WWE. Hikaru is the son of Meng. Remember Meng, right?
I remember Meng.
Yeah, Hikaru is his son. I don't know how he related to them, but supposedly he related to them. I don't know how. I guess it's just the island thing. If you was born on this island, we all related. I guess like, oh, you were born on that island? I mean, we cousins. All right.
So when it comes to Jacob, though,
he's got the look. You see his look?
Yeah, he definitely got the look. I'm just looking at it again. Yeah, he definitely has a look. Is he still the MLW World Champion?
No. There's a black guy on MLW. I think there's a black champion on MLW now.
Wow. Is it Hikaru?
Yeah, Hikaru. Hike, Hikaru, LO, I think. LEO. And then Tonga. You've seen Tonga before. GOD. Hikaru and Tonga is GOD, the Gorillas of Destruction. But they still doing work in Japan. And Tonga had a loser leaves Japan match, but he won that match. He beat Jay White. But Hikaru lost his. And I haven't seen him since.
So
they said Triple H was very interested. They said Vince McMahon was interested in him now. Big guy. Yeah, he's a big dude. You know how Vince is.
Vince gets his little stiffies for
yeah. He like, how tall are you? 6'8". Oh, you're 7 feet? No, I said 6'8". You tell Vince you're 6'6". Oh, you're 7 feet. What?
Right. No, Vince McMahon.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that would drag the story another 3-4 years. I tell you that.
I wouldn't drag it.
I mean, at a War Games, sign me up for it. If you're gonna put Jacob and his Samoan squad against Roman and his squad, sign me up for that. Sign me up. That would divide the Samoan Islands like crazy. Sign me up. But if you're gonna put one on Raw, one faction on Raw, and the other faction on SmackDown, and then give them all the gold, this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be all the Samoans as champions.
I mean, we did that already. We just did that.
Yeah, we just did that. Yeah,
we just did that. The only thing they were missing was like the United States title.
I mean, I would like Jacob to come, but not all of them.
I'm just trying to see how, moving past Roman, will they maintain the Samoan dynasty?
Roman,
I need the best way.
Giving that necklace thing to Jacob. That's the only thing I can see it happening. But they talking about Roman about to take time off soon. If they're gonna do it like that, you gotta have Jacob come in and dethrone Roman. And the fans ain't gonna have that because they're gonna be like, who is this dude? And why he beat Roman?
Right. I think the best way they could do it is how they always done it. And because truth be told, the bloodline was really established through the tag team division. That bloodline from the Wild Samoans to the Usos, because the Usos seen gold before Roman seen gold. You know, they had tag gold.
Oh yeah, they was. Yeah.
When they came in,
when Roman was in the Shield, he did have tag gold.
And Roman was like, "Yeah, I was in the main event." I'm like, before you guys, I'm like, no, hold on a second, Roman, slow down. I'm like, the Usos wasn't main event tag team. They wasn't fighting main event tag team matches.
But they was in main events on Raw with Cena. They was teaming up with Cena.
Right, exactly. You know what? Exactly. So I'm like, Roman, what do you? Stop, dog, stop it. I'm like, the Usos is getting lit before you were. As a matter of fact, when they was heels on Raw, on SmackDown, and they was beating everybody up, and they did the whole Uso penitentiary. They was lit before Roman was. They were way lit before he was.
Yeah, face paint Usos was lit.
Yeah, even before, like after they would face paint, when they went all black, when they started wearing what they had on now.
Yeah,
and remember they were injuring like the New Day. They were sitting there. They would put you in a forgot what the move was called, but what was that move? It's where they tie your arm up and you tie your leg up, and then whatchamacallit would jump off the top rope. Jimmy or Jada jump off the top rope and kick the back of your leg. And it was remember they was injuring people.
Yeah. They were taking people out.
They injured they did that 3 weeks in a row. They were injuring people. They would put you in a submission, and Jada from the top rope, land on your leg, injure you. That's when they were lit. That's when they really found themselves. And I was like, when Roman was just coming in with the Shield, not too long, I think either around that time or around that same time. But yeah, they were like that tag team division is what helped establish that bloodline, because they always held it down. But then I think once Roman loses the belt, they should do it with the tag team championships, but they could also keep establishing it with Solo.
Yeah, Solo's next up, bro.
I think yeah. Seeing Solo with Paul Heyman would work.
I don't like him. I want him by himself, but he's starting to talk English again now. You know, he found his English dictionary, so he's speaking a lot of English lately.
Yeah, I mean, he could do it. Could work. There's only one failed Paul Heyman guy. No, I'm sorry. There was two failed.
Who? Cesaro
and Curtis Axel.
He's not gonna do that. He's the longest. He's still in the Royal Rumble. He got the longest reigning Royal Rumble entry ever, yo. He's never been eliminated. He still ain't been eliminated from the Rumble yet.
Okay, so listen. The Royal Rumble, that match ended. Once it ended, and whether he was counted in or out, it's over.
He was never eliminated.
He was counted as a victor. So once they ended that match, the time on that match is over.
I'm telling you, they need to bring him back just for that, just to say that one night. Just bring him back and say that I'm still in the Rumble.
He's still living in the past. He will be like 90 years old. Talk about I never lost.
Like Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik never let it go.
He never let what go?
Losing to Hogan.
Oh my God. We see you tap. We see you get pinned to the ring.
You know?
I never lost to him. I kicked out. You see, I
Iron
can't.
Sheik died an angry man.
Yo, man, these guys are crazy. Who you got sick? Do I need to pull up?
Nah, my daughter got me sick, man. I'm just coming off of that. I was worse than this.
Oh, I'm sorry. She said, "Who got you sick? Do I need to pull up?"
Yeah, I was worse than this. But Iron Sheik ain't never let his hatred for Hogan go, bro. And we talking about 1984.
Iron Sheik, Piper. Yo, Piper
and Hogan were cool though before Piper died. Hogan said it though. He's like, I'm glad me and Piper pieced out beef years, but it was a couple years, 4 or 5 years before he died.
Piper was a hater.
When Hogan found Jesus, I guess.
Piper was a hater, yo. One thing I learned is, Piper was a hater.
Yo, everybody's not wrong, Sav. Everybody's saying the same thing.
No. Everybody's not wrong. But Piper, everybody's not wrong. I believe that Hogan had some wrongdoing. But what I'm saying is that everybody that said what they said, like for instance, right? You can always go back on interviews. Like if you ever watch I think it was the documentary on WrestleMania 1. And they talk to Piper about the situation. So Piper was actually Piper was pitched to be a world champion because Piper was the guy that Hogan was going to feud with, and they were going to build him to be like a heel, a legitimate heel.
Yeah, I remember that. And Piper said he didn't want to do it. Hogan needed somebody to chase. He picked Piper, and Piper was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that."
No. It was more to that. Piper was fine with it. Piper was like, what Piper said he didn't want to do was, he says, "I'm not dropping the title back to Hogan." He says, "I'll beat him for the title." He said, "But I'm not dropping the title to him." He said, "I will never let Piper." And remember, when they wrestled, he didn't pin Piper. Piper was like, "I'll never let Hogan pin me." That's why when they fought at when they fought in WCW, Piper came out. Piper was like, "You beat everybody, Hogan, but there's only one man you've never beat, and that's me." Like if you go back and you go on YouTube and look up Piper and Hogan in WCW, and Piper when Piper returns to WCW, like years later when Piper's
all he did was beat Hogan then.
Yeah, that's what and again Piper, but that's the reason why they had beef because Piper was a hater. He didn't like Ravishing Rick Rude.
Nah, he loved Rick Rude. Everybody loved Rick Rude, man.
Yo, Piper was I was like, yo, bro, are you serious? No, yeah, he could pin him. He could pin him, but he'll never pin me. I'll never let him beat me. Why?
I wouldn't let him. I would have never let Hogan beat me neither.
Piper had no reason why. He had no legitimate reason why. They was like, why? They was like, he's like, cause it's the principle of what principle of what? Oh, because you want to be Hogan. It had nothing to do with anything else other than he wanted to be Hogan. He had no real reason, no legitimate reason.
See, they just said exactly what I said in the group chat. They just posted. That's why I went black.
What did they say?
That's Zilla, Umaga's son. It's starting to get to his head, bro. But I don't want to go backwards. But I was just saying, they starting to get to his head.
What? I mean,
but what you saying about the being Umaga's son and everything, the rumors about the bloodline and him brought up. Skip.
Yeah, so somebody said that somebody was mentioning Umaga's son, or was Umaga's son potentially joining WWE?
He's the next one up.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. Potentially. All right, so we at the hour mark. Is there anything we need to cover?
Oh, welcome Jade Cargill. You're not gonna welcome her to y'all roster? Sons of bitches.
I ain't gonna, I'll believe it when I see it, man.
I just posted the video today. Her walking in the performance center.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Man, y'all be talking, y'all be having so many conversations in that chat, man. Sometimes
you gotta check the regular. You gotta check the page, the regular page where I posted it.
Wait, hold on. I see. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's another picture. That's just her at Takeover.
And then they got an interview with her with the WWE logo behind her, and she's talking about why she signed. She said that she wanted to be a Hall of Famer, and the only place she said Cody. I knew it. Cody opened the door. Cody opened the door and showed how he got treated when he was signed back over here, and I wanted the same treatment.
Oh yeah.
And she sent shots at Charlotte Flair and Rhea already. She said, "I only been signed to WWE for 6 hours, and I'm more relevant than Rhea's whole title reign."
That's what she said. Oh yeah, she gonna be good. She posted a vid going into the PC.
Going into the PC, yeah. And they releasing pictures on the website of her training in the ring. They might bring her to Raw next week, bro.
If they do, it's gonna be crazy.
It's a big loss for AEW.
It is. I think they should put on whatchamacallit though. Put on SmackDown. So she won't wait. Is where Bianca is on
SmackDown. Keep her away from Bianca right now.
Yeah. Put on Raw.
I don't even want to see her and Bianca beef. I would like to see her and Bianca be a faction.
That would be crazy. ESPN announced it earlier today as well. Yeah, I mean, I know she signed. Lena says, y'all didn't tell me Jay-Z sued by Dominato's page for using his trademark. Oh yeah, that's old news. Yeah. Yeah. Jay was doing
Yeah.
We know about that. Jay was sitting there throwing up the rock. DDP was like, nah,
that's
stop.
the bang.
Yeah, that's the bang. He was like, nah, you can't do that. He said, you gotta pay me, DDP. Yeah,
I would like to see her and Bianca be a faction. Like a black women's faction. Bring back Naomi, bring back Sasha, put all of them in a faction.
Naomi,
and have them take on Becky, Charlotte, Bayley.
Or the four horsewomen.
Who the fourth one? Oh, Sasha was the fourth one. Oh shit.
Sasha. Oh, yeah. Too bad. No more Sasha. You got the three horsewomen. The three horsewomen.
But now bring her back. Put her in the faction with Bianca and have them be a 2-woman power trip. Put the women's tag titles on them, the Raw women's title and the SmackDown, and just have them dominate for a whole year.
That'd be dope. How much you want to bet Charlotte and no. Nah.
I bet you Charlotte takes a break now. I bet you Charlotte ducks Jade, yo.
Yeah, I mean she's gonna duck Jade, but
until she wins the title, and then she's gonna pop up. Oh, I'm next in line.
Right. But she probably gonna duck because she ain't get no opportunities anymore. She gotta wrestle. She gotta really wrestle now, like for real, without being like shoved down everybody's throat. But truth be told, I ain't gonna lie, Charlotte made me a fan. No lie, hands down. Charlotte made me a fan. She did. I couldn't stand Charlotte, but it was after just Charlotte's feud against what's her name?
Oh, Asuka?
Not Asuka. What's that lady name again? The one who finally left? Ronda Rousey. Yeah.
Oh God.
when she had a feud with Ronda, I was like, yo, I'm a fan. And then just watching Charlotte's matches, I was like, yo, I'm a fan. Cause it wasn't so much like she said what she said, but Charlotte was really having good matches. And then not only was she having good matches, she was having great promos. And that was the difference between her and Cena. It was like Cena was having good matches here and there, but then he would have these terrible promos, and he would come out and do this born shtick again. But then you had, but Charlotte, like she would say what she would say, and then people would come and challenge her in the ring, and she would talk her shit. Like I'd be like, yo, I was like, yo, all right, okay, all right, I'm a fan. Like she won me over, but as soon as she won me over, that's when they stopped pushing her. But she's willing to earn that spot again, and that's what I like. But I haven't seen her on SmackDown as much though.
I'm telling you, it's all part of her routine. Jade is coming. Oh, let me go home. Yeah. They not gonna feed me to this big woman. Let me go home. I'm gonna come back around Rumble time. Oh yeah, I'm next in line. Who are you? Right. You just signed here.
Right.
I'm a 15-time women's champion. I don't have to fight.
She gonna be like, I am the line. Lena says that Asuka turns 42 today. Sean says Charlotte is fire. And
that's definitely not Sean. That is definitely not Sean.
Is it Henry?
Definitely not Henry.
Oh, okay. Who is it?
I don't know. It might be somebody new.
Oh, okay.
It might be Ethan. That could be Ethan.
Might be Ethan. Okay.
Yeah.
What up? If that's Ethan, what up, Ethan? I ain't hear from Ethan in a minute.
Word.
Lena says, "What are they doing with Io Sky?"
She's a champion. What do you mean? What
Right.
they doing? With her?
She's a champion. Right. That's all you need to be. He's a champion.
You need
right
to stop
now.
watching Drew McIntyre and pay attention. What's going on?
I'm gonna tell you what they need to do with Io. They need to get her away from
Shout out to the new hit the like and the subscribe button, man.
Yeah, not Ethan. Thank you, my good friend, for joining us. Please hit the like button. Give us a like. Appreciate you. What's the name?
Io.
Io Shirai. Yeah. I mean, Io. I'm gonna tell you what Io needs to do. She need to get away from Bailey. Get away from Bailey. That's what she needs. Run from Bailey and a terrible gimmick, a terrible mic skills, and a choppy wrestling. Get away from her. Io, you fine on your own. If Io just need to be by herself. Truth be told, Io don't need that whole damage control. She don't need them. She never needed them.
They just put her with them to get the that fire underneath her flame, you know.
Or a translator.
That too. Yeah, definitely a translator.
He's like, we need a language barrier. We need somebody.
Yeah, we need a language barrier.
Somebody to.
But we're not gonna have her and Oscar talking crazy. You know what the hell they be saying.
Right. But that man in the Sox hat, look, he's high.
You're damn right.
Yeah. Well, yo, listen, it's an hour and 15 minutes. Last comment of the night. Y'all can still drop comments before we close. You guys are here. You guys are live. I mean, you guys are watching this live. Please give us a thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Just one click. You're watching the video. Just click the like button.
It's free.
Boom. Just free. That's it. Free. Just
help
once.
Us reach our goal,
get
man.
a thumb up to help us with the algorithm, so that all your wrestling fans who are watching, so all your wrestling fans who like wrestling can see what you're watching, and then they can join in the conversation, and we could talk about wrestling.
Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, man. We go live.
Yes, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Oh yeah, yes. Join the Big Bad Booty Daddy and me. That is the Big Bad Booty Daddy right there. And right there, he's going live Thursday at 8:00. We'll be covering, or he'll be covering AEW. I'll be with him co-hosting, and also join us Friday. We have 2 shows. Let me talk.
They going live Saturday now, right? I don't know.
Okay, right. So join us Friday. join us Friday. When we go live, we'll be covering SmackDown, and let me talk to you. We'll be letting you guys know exactly when the next match is. But yes, I will be signing out real quick in the comment section. My man is on fire right now on Raw. He got away from
McGriddle.
Who's McGriddle?
Drew Riddle, Matt Riddle.
Oh, okay. He says he don't know wrestling. Who don't know wrestling? That's Henry. That's Henry. My name is the villain Venom. That's Henry. That's freaking Henry. Wait, quick question. Is it me, or does anyone else see Priest being ousted from the Judgment Day and McDonough being added after they lose the tag? You know what? Yeah. You know what's crazy?
Talk about that Friday.
Yeah. You know what? Exactly. Let's talk about that Friday. It is me. It's Henry. It's definitely Henry. But yeah. So join us, guys. Next time we go live Thursday with the Big Bad Booty Daddy hosting, and we'll talk AEW. We will see you guys later. I am your host, Saheem the Dream, along with the Big Bad Booty Daddy. And we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Long live Bray.
Long live Bray.